Do you think that's kind of like a learning curve these days for younger bands where because maybe it's really easy to sound like quote unquote good because you can snap everything to the grid and overproduce it. And like in the moment, it sounds really good, but then the music doesn't have any staying power. Is that kind of a lesson younger metal musicians need to learn?
I think actually older bands need to learn that because
Okay.
they grew that and eventually this is how you make albums. You copy and paste and whatever, but there's a lot of emerging younger bands that just, move over grandpa. They have a lot more energy that they can't hear on these other albums. So I think, bands that kind of maybe haunted, been around for a couple of years, I think they need to, listen in on what's happening.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. Sound dated. You know how boring a lot of the productions from the 90s sound boring. Then they sound too perfect. I think it's time to let in some let the band let me hear the band. I want to hear the band.
Okay, that's interesting. It makes me think too. I've had some debates with certain engineers or mixers here where like you'll be listening to a mix and something will jump out and it'll be like you're like, oh, that bass lick jumped out, bass guitar lick. Let's tune that back. Like maybe that's a mistake. Maybe we shouldn't do that. But at the same time, it's like, didn't that just make you pay attention to that section of the song?
Exactly. It's the imperfections that may give your character. So like one of my favorite albums, Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath, there's a part where there's one guitar stops, the other one continues, and you hear the pick against the strings on the so quote unquote quiet guitar, like and that is part of how I play it because that is what's there. It's so cool. It's like those little things that make the music, It's like asking if you want everything to a grid, it's like asking Rembrandt or something, and you're going to paint a painting, but you need to stay within the lines. Like what? The painter decides on how blurry it needs to be or whatever. It's also for musicians.